Hello, everybody. Organic modeling pre-lab video. Check it out. There's a bunch of stuff on the front page to help us remember what all of this whole unit's all about. This is really a culmination type of a activity. You really need to have gone through video 8 and 8A and 8B to get into this because functional groups are in it. Doing the functional groups POGIL ahead of time might help. Okay, so the inside is talking about pre-lab video. So you got to do some stuff here based on this video to get started. And first, you need to start labeling these bad boys up. So we're going to be using this modeling kit, and you need to know that the black is carbon. So you want to write that down. You want to be like black equals carbon. And then you want to say red equals oxygen. Okay, good. And blue is nitrogen. Green is chlorine. I think that yellow has always been sulfur. And I am not exactly sure if I know what purple is. Purple we'll have to talk to because it makes 5 bonds. So this is probably phosphorus. Or, yeah, phosphorus. Or a special mixture. Okay. And then the other guy here is white. He is hydrogen, only makes 1 bond. You notice there's a hole in each of these guys. And so these are your bonds. Whoops, dropped them. That's right, don't want you guys doing all through the hole. I'm just dropping these things, and I definitely do not want these things flying around, okay? But so ready, kind of goes in like this. And then I can put on, a hydrogen. And another bond over here. I can put on another hydrogen. Okay, so this is C1H2 right now. Of course, not complete because as you do the entire lab, if there's any unfilled spaces in the model, it's not ready. Okay, so let's just get that straight. If there's any unfilled holes, it is not ready. These particular bonds, you'll see they're kind of medium in length. These are the single bonds. And then the most confusing piece is double bonds. So we want to take the longer ones. These are definitely longer. I'll show you, compare them, right? They're definitely longer. I can use 2 of these now. Stick one there, one here. And then now I have successfully created a double bond. Okay. Now what's so cool about this is you're going to see why the numbering structure is so important, where we go with the lowest number. Because once you make these models, you can start to flip them this way. You can start to flip them this way. And you can start to see that you didn't change anything. And that's why the numbering system and the naming system based on the lowest number is so important. Okay, and the 3D thing really helps with this. So that is a quick tutorial of what is physically going on with the pieces. There are these little tiny white pieces that you could use as bonds. I would use these more for, say, OH. So if you're going to do something like towards the end an alcohol and you need an OH group on the end, see, that makes a cute little OH rather than have an O with a big long bond and another H. So if they're supposed to be real kind of close together like this, there you go. That's that. Some of these have a little flat piece in them, a flat plastic piece. And that's designed for if you use these too many times, you might need a little tool to get those things out. These ones are tough to get out. So if you don't use a lot of those, I'm okay with that. So then the rest of the lab is, okay, so here you're given a formula. CH4, you need to be able to name this, knowing your naming rules, and then you're going to make the model for CH4 and draw it here. And then when you have 2 or 3 of them, models complete, call me over, I'll pick up the model, I will name the structure for you, and you can tell me which one it is here, and I'll make sure it's right. But that's how that's going to go. I'm not going to look here and see which one you're doing. I'm going to pick up the model, and I'm going to use my skills that I have that you will have when you're doing this, and I will name it. And if they jive, then we're good. And if everything jives, then we're good, and I will initial. and I'll do a few initials, and then you can pull those pieces apart, put it all back together, make a few more. And there is a lot to make. Once we get out of the alkenes and alkynes and alkanes, hydrocarbons, then over on page 5, we start to get into functional groups. These are a little bit more to do, but at this point in the unit, you should be able to handle all of it, and that's the lab. So it does take a while. I would plan on spending at least 2 full class periods, a single block and a double block, to get through it all, just because there's a lot going on your end, and then there's a lot on my end, and if people are doing it all at the same time, I'm really kind of running around getting lots of signatures, and you might wait on me a little bit, but you can be productive at the same time. So that is Organic Lab in a nutshell. Have fun. It's a good learning experience. I hope you enjoy it.